Welcome to STENAPA's video series, where we open our doors and share what we do.
Hello everyone, my name is Jessica Berkel. I'm the Marine Park Manager and the Sea Turtle Program Coordinator, as well as the White Cast Country Coordinator for Statia. Today we're going to talk about the St Eustatius Sea Turtle Conservation Program, some of the things that we do, some of the projects that we're busy with, and some of the things we plan to do in the future. This is the map of the St Eustatius National Marine Park. As you can see, the park surrounds the entire island. It also goes up to the high water line, which means that the beaches are included in the marine park, and that's why the Sea Turtle Program is a part of the Marine Park Department. Here you can see the different beaches that we focus on. Statia has many beaches, as you can see from this map, but not so much are accessible. So Zealandia is our main nesting beach. We call it the Index Beach, as well as Turtle Beach is very busy. Once a month, we check the Lynch Beach and Company Bay on the Atlantic side. Every day, we check Orania Bay because that's really easy. On the way to and from the office, you can check for tracks. And the Key Bay area and the Crooks area beach. Beach cleanups are a part of our work. We try to do it once a month during the entire year. But for certain, we do it when the season is starting because debris on the beach hampers or could hamper a female that comes up to nest. And it also can get the hatchlings caught in the debris when they're trying to make it to the sea. Mostly plastic is removed. In 2019, almost 500 kilos of plastic waste was removed from the beach. Among the plastic, of course, you have discarded slippers, all sorts of interesting things that flow in from the Atlantic. As well as on the Caribbean side, we do in-water cleanups near the harbor, and we clean up along the Orania Bay. Beach mapping is carried out 4 times a year when circumstances allow. For sure, it's done on the beginning of the season, mostly in April. And it consists of a team of 4 at least, measuring the beach, taking photos, using a theodolite to measure the height of the beach. What beach mapping does is give you an image over time of sand movement, beach erosion, and this is especially interesting now in the time of global warming and beach change, etc. And then, of course, there's our normal annual monitoring work. We wait until the first track is reported to us or recorded by our own field staff, and then we begin regular patrols, both in the morning and in the evening. In the morning, when we come across a track, we measure it, we determine which species it is, as every species has its own characteristic track. We follow it up the beach and we check to see whether there's a nest or not. If there's a nest, we dig to confirm where the eggs are exactly in the event that there's a storm or something and we have to move the nest right away. Then we record the exact location using the beach stakes, which you can see all along the beach if you're walking on Zealandia. Then we disguise the nest, disguise the track, and then monitor it until it emerges, depending on which species it is. There's a certain amount of days, and then you start to check that it's ready. During night patrol, if we come across a female, we will record her size, her health, if she has any injuries, and we will tag her with the tags you see in the upper right-hand corner if she's not already tagged. We try to be present when the nest is about to hatch so that we can help the hatchlings make it safely to the sea. We try as much as possible to let them do it on their own. If they flip on their back, don't worry, they can flip over themselves. If they're getting a little bit of debris, you see that to it that they get out themselves. If absolutely not, then you help them. There are several threats on the way to the sea, such as ghost crabs, ants. The pelicans absolutely love hatchlings. So when they make it to the sea, you've done all you can, and now they're on their own. Also throughout the year, we get calls of strandings, sea turtles with a hook in their mouth, or sea turtles dead on the beach. In any case, we still have to go check, record, see if they were tagged, rehabilitate those that we can. Volunteers are always welcome to help with the program to walk the beach. All you have to do is sign up, you get a little bit of training, and off you go. Help is always welcome. Outside of the regular work, we absolutely have conservation strategies because over the past few years, there has been less and less sea turtles nesting. That is a trend that we're seeing, especially with leatherbacks. There's so many different issues regarding the sea turtles that nest at Selandia. Selandia Beach is very, very dynamic. It can happen that overnight a heavy surge destroys all the nests, or because of the heat of the sand, most of the eggs are boiled in some nests. So after a lot of study, we've decided to try and do a hatchery this year, which is an artificial area deemed safe on the beach. Thanks to the beach mapping data, we know where we could possibly have a hatchery on the beach. And this hatchery is artificially made, so it will not be in the actual sand, but we will use actual sand from there. There must be a lining underneath to stop the ghost crabs and the ants, etc., from penetrating the nest, and a shade cloth to stop the heat really baking the black sand. Nests will have to be placed 1 meter apart, as in your typical hatchery. And this is just one way that we will try to increase the amount of hatchlings that we can get during the following nesting seasons.